everybody. Today we have Asus Republic of Gamers Zephyrus G14 GA402 laptop. It's a AMD Ryzen 9 6th gen with RX 6700 graphic. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Let's start. So we have to start with unscrewing all the bottom screws. I've done it already to speed up the process. Now we have to find a gap between the case bottom and the Palmrest and then work your way around to open the case. Use only plastic tool, otherwise you're risking scratching the other parts. So once we have that, the bottom is off. Here we have the part number. Now we have access to all the internal components. So let's start with disconnecting the battery. So to disconnect it, you have to pull it up. And now it's disconnected. Unscrew the screws. And this is how you take out your battery. So if the battery is swollen and the laptop doesn't hold the charge, that's how you can replace it. Looks like there is another screw under the drive. So let's take out our storage. So that's our SSD drive. If your laptop doesn't boot, shows no boot device, or you would like to upgrade your storage to the higher one, this is how you take it out. So that's the NVMe SSD drive. Here we can read the model number. And here we have our screw for the battery. Now we can take it out. Here we have our model number for the battery. Now we can see our RAM memory slot. So if you spread those arms, that's how you take it out. You can replace the memory if it doesn't work, or you could upgrade it to the bigger one. That's our Wi-Fi card. So if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. Gently disconnect those wires. Those are antenna wires. Unscrew this one screw. And that's how you take it out. Here we have the model number. Now let's see if we can take out our speakers. So if the sound is bad, that's the time to replace your speakers. Oh, very easy. That's the pair. Here we have the model number, part number. Now let's take out our cooling. So if your laptop overheats, fan is making grinding noise, the heatsink doesn't disperse the heat properly, or it's clogged, then you have to replace it. So unscrew all the screws. Here we have one more screw for this fan. Okay, now we should disconnect the fan from the motherboard. And here we have the other one. Alright, fans are disconnected. Let's make sure nothing is in our way. So here we have the video cable routed through the heatsink, so make sure to unplug it. Let's see, we should be able to lift the heatsink now. Be very gentle, don't bend it, it won't work anymore if you bend it. Sometimes it may be stuck to the GPU or the processor because of the cooling paste. So be very gentle. Alright, so the heatsink is out. Here we have the part number. Okay. Now we can see our processor and the graphics card are soldered on the motherboard, so if those don't work, you have to buy the whole motherboard. Let's see, now we are pulling out the motherboard. So take out all the screws and disconnect all the remaining cables. Be gentle with those, always close those plastic clips, otherwise you are risking breaking them off when you do the repair. Our keyboard connector, okay, these are disconnected. That was the Wi-Fi antenna. Alright, looks like there is no more connectors, so let's make sure all the screws are out. Alright, now we should be able to take it out. Oops. That's our power button. Let's don't forget to unplug it. Alright, the motherboard is out. Here we have the part number. Now let's see, that should be our power button. Let's make sure. Yes, that's the power button. So if it doesn't work, you can replace this little board. Just watch out for this cable, it's routed under another one. Alright, so this is how you take it out. Now let's disconnect our screen assembly. So unscrew screws for the hinge. Now gently unfold the Palmrest. Alright, and now it's disconnected. Here we can see our touchpad. So if your touchpad doesn't work, you can take it out. Make sure the cable is not in our way. That's our Wi-Fi antenna. It will stay with the Palmrest. That's our touchpad. The part number here. So you can replace it if it doesn't work. Let's check the keyboard. The keyboard looks like maybe riveted to the Palmrest. But let's make sure. No, it's held by these tiny screws, so you have to take all of them out, and then you would be able to replace just the keyboard. But very often this part is sold in one piece, so this is how you can look for it. If you need parts, check gatlaptopparts.com. Alright, and that's our screen. Screen also usually sold in one piece because the LCD is so fragile, you are risking breaking it if you try to pull it out. Here we have no part number. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.